Hi again, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and we're back. My grandkids came and spent the night, and our daughter and son-in-law went out and celebrated her birthday with friends, and so now the kids have headed home, and we are back to work on this spine jewelry for our fall journal. So this is where I left off, I believe. Somewhere in here, making these little doodads. And we went ahead and put a curly Q on the bottom. And went ahead and used an eye pin. So, now we could use just a head pin. And we could put the jewels on it and then make the curly Q and wrap it around in here. But I kind of like the way that looks, having a little extra curl down there. I think that looks really cool. So we're going to make another one of those. So let's put on one of these. I'm going to have to put on my magnifiers because I just don't see as well as I used to. And there it went over the table. Got away from me. This one might be too thick for this bead. Always hard to say. Let's see. Yep. Too thick of an eye pin. Oh, there it went. I was able to get it through there anyway. Okay, so last time we did kind of an orange and an orange. So this time I'm going to do a green, and then one of these little guys, and then we probably want another big orange one, and then we'll go another one of these little flat spacer beads. And then to crown it off, or to bottom it off, we're going to use this little coppery colored bead here. So now we need another curly Q. It's easier if I turn it in towards myself. And I really want that sharper edge in towards the center. I don't really mind what it looks like on this side. I just want it to hold this whole thing together. And that looks like it will do just fine. So I need to open this up. And with these, I open them sideways. And it needs to go somewhere down here. So I think we'll go, I don't know, maybe right about there. Got these down a little too far. I'm talking about my glasses. Whoops. And you do want to get that eye pin closed, otherwise the chain will just come right off anyway. Okay, so there is our beginning of our little jewelry on here. And let's see, what other color? I have this red. That's always a pretty one. And fall leaves sometimes are red, especially if you get into the nice big maples. So let's see. I love Swarovski crystals for spine jewelry. I just think it's so pretty. And in these, I also have the smaller ones. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Hard to get those small ones out. And let's see. I think we'll go with this again. This one's a little thinner one. It'll be easier to thread this little ball onto, won't it? Normally I would have a beading mat down here, which helps tremendously. So now we have our little gold one and a little red one. Oh, let's see. I don't have many copper exchanges in here, so I kind of have to use the same thing over and over again if I'm using this color. So we're on to using another one of those. Let's see, what's this? Oh, it's a little tiny spacer bead. Maybe we should use that instead of that. Of course, that's nice to have that sameness there. There's a little copper one. But I'm not sure. I think we'll save that. Okay. Let's do the brown. Let's see, we have red and brown. And then I guess we'll go, let's go to the red, but let's see what kind of cap we can put on it. Okay, I have some here that might work. We have to try them out because I might not have the right one for this bead. Oh, that works for a little bit. A nice little cap on there. And let's put a cap on the base. And then now we'll add that little really nice coppery bead. Let's see what that looks like. That looks kind of fallish, doesn't it? And we'll go ahead and round that off. I don't know why this thing does not stay right. Now we could cut this down further, this little round, but let me go this way. I'm just twisting that in kind of a circle or oval shape. This is a really light eye-pin wire, so it's doesn't want to twist up as much as I want to twist it up. Let's see. That's not what I wanted at all. Let's get a different one. This one's not working. Let's take it off right about there. It's because my tool is messed up here. Let's try bringing it from this side. It's kind of like this with one piece is not quite long enough. Okay, so I cut that off and I'm going to try to redo it a little bit shorter because it is such a lightweight eye pin. Oh, it's just breaking, it's so lightweight. I might have to use a little different one. That bottom cap does not seem to fit right. Let me take a look at it. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks anyway. Okay, redoing the base. So we're just going to oust this eye pin. Thank goodness, that was a bad one. Here's a thick one. Let's go with the thicker one. Okay, a copper one. A red. We'll go brown. And then we'll go with a red one. Okay, I was going to look for a little different bead cap. Let me see. Here's one. Let's get into this one. Okay, let's see if this one fits. We'll put that there. Oh, good heavens. I pull out a broken one. Jeez. There we go. So this is what this one looks like. That's a little better. Nothing says we have to put one on the bottom. We could. Let's see what it would look like. And then it just has a little bit of red showing. We could do that. Why not? Why not? I think, should we do the copper bead or another gold one, since we used gold at the top? My poor dog, she's so sad that the kids have to leave. Poor thing. Okay, I think that's all right. Oh, see, that little thing came out of there again. Ah, this is winding much better. There we go. Okay, so let's put this one on here. Just going to open it out to the side. Just a little bit. Okay, kind of hook that one over that side. It really doesn't matter. They're going to hang however they hang. I'm going to bring this one down about here. Because we still need to put on the leaves. Okay, so we need a leaf here and here. And then we have that kind of leaf. Do we want to put some gold ones in here? Kind of would like to. Okay, so let's put one there and one there. And we'll need some of these. I use little small ones on those, which are these. That's a pretty heavy thing on there. Hope it'll work. And this one. Whoops. I'm losing my magnetic shield is going away. Oh no. Okay, there's the gold one. Alright. Ta-da. Ta-da. Da-da-da-da-da. And this one's got to come over here about, I don't know, right about there. Somewhere in there. Sorry if I'm out of camera here. Sometimes have to pull these things a little closer to my eyeballs. Gosh, sometimes they go right together perfectly, and other times they're just off. Perfectly off. It doesn't really matter. They're all going to lay however they want to lay. Okay. All right, what's next? Oh, we need another one of these. Grab another fat little eye pin. If I can find another fat one. This one. This one did. Okay. So this time we did have the copper or the brass or whatever you want to call it. Oh boy. Might have to get a different one. There we go, it fit. And then we put on a red one. And then a brown one. But I think maybe this time we'll go with maybe a green. Red and green. It's starting to look a lot like Christmas. And we're looking for a big red one. If I don't make them the same, then it'll look like something's wrong with one of them. So, same it is. If I didn't put a bead cap on this one, or just on the top of it, then these two would look different enough, the same enough, but different enough that you'd think something's amiss. So we can change a bead color, but it's awful hard not to do them quite similar in design if you want to have them look balanced and not like something's missing. Going to give that just a little squish there at the, because you don't want anything sharp. So there's that one. So let's put that one on. It's going to go somewhere around in here. Not sure. Like I said, I guess it doesn't matter because once they decide to go and take comfort where they sit, that's where they're going to be. So I think we'll just go right about here. We can always throw some little tiny leaves back in there somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'm holding this wrong. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, so a little something, I think maybe, you know, if I do that it won't look right, it will look off balance. I have a big oak leaf for the base, so I could cut that there and put it there. But I think we'll go here, and this one's a little bit smaller, and here. Maybe we'll do a small one, small, and a large. Oh, Got a cat hair in that one. Go away, kitty hair. Oops, front of the leaf. And then let's do another one of those. Sorry, I'm kind of off, aren't I? Gotta get out here further. Get into view, Angela. Okay, I'm in view. Am I in view? Am I in view of you? Are you in view of me? I know that's going to probably put it on backwards. Or upside down. One of the two. Oh yeah, that's not quite together. Okay, so I think maybe for the base, we'll go with another jewel tone. Maybe in the orange since we started that way. Guess those are all the same size. And instead of finishing it off with a leaf, I want a fatter one. That one. Oop. Oh yeah, that one is fatter. Okay. So we'll go orange, and then we'll do one of these. Then we'll do a fat orange and one of these. Yeah, I think maybe that's a good way to finish it off. Boy, these are tiny holes. There we go. So we'll just finish it off with that one, and I'm going to do the curlicue. Oh, that's what's wrong. The tools handles were coming off. I didn't see that before. Not the handle, but the, you know, this stuff on the handle was coming off. These are usually a super good tool, and they really keep, if you have arthritis in your hands or anything, they really keep it nicely, you know, keep your hands from aching at the end of a beading session. So you can bead quite a bit longer. And I think they're called the Lindstrom. I'll look here in just a second. Okay, now I'm either going to squish that all together or it's going to hang down really weird. That will work. Now let's check. If you're going to just hang it on the end of a chain, you want to double check your chain and be sure it's closed on this little gap here where the chains come together. A lot of times chains will break right there. And then go ahead and flip that opening part back up on here so it sets inside the one above it. And then you can always glue that piece in. But I think before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and clip it up here and bring it up just slightly. I have my glasses on, so I'm not concerned about dropping one in my eyeball. Okay, so you want to double check that and be sure it's closed. And this one is. So I want to push it back up there so it seats naturally inside the other chain, so that the opening is not downward. You want it up on the other end, just like that. Now one thing you can do, and I have done this quite a bit, is you can glue that piece of chain to that one, and that will hold that gap closed so that this won't be pulling on it. This. So that is an option as well. But today I'm just going to apply this guy right on there, or this little lady, whatever it is. Whatever it wants to be. What do you want to be, honey? A little lady? A little queen? Okay, it's a queen bead. Not a queen bee, but it's a queen bead. Okay, now this one has to go on here. So let's clear the road, everybody. Clear the road. Out of the road. Okay. They're out of the road. Now we want that to go on the front of this, which is right in here. So we have a choice here. We can connect it right here on the stuff. Or we can separate all this and we can put it right in here. Now, if we put it all right here, it's probably going to get hidden in the ruins. Now, if you don't want it that long, that's another thing you can do, is just take this and put it in halves or fourths, and a fourth and 3/4. And it can go like this. So it's, you know, there's a lot you can do at this point, you know, with your double. But I think I'm going to, oh, I can't decide. I think I'd like to put it on the, so it'll hang out more towards the front. It's so heavy, it's going to fall into the beads anyway. But I just know if I put it right in there, it's going to be kind of hidden in there. But if I hook it onto this brown one, I'll have to pull my mask on here. my eyeballs. Now because that is a crochet one, it will have some holes in it. Okay, let's try that. It is a little long that way, and it does pull on that, so that it may not work. I'll pull it tight again. Okay, so let's go back to this. I don't know, I might have to put a second thing on here. Whoops. Oh, get off now, Ange. Aw, I messed it up. Well, I sure did. I messed that one up. Boy, that was a nice thick one, too. Hope this one is, too. Oh, how I did that. Okay. I might move this down a little bit. Maybe just a little bit more. Maybe more like that. There we go. That's better. Yeah, see, it kind of hides it in there. I don't like that. So you kind of know it's in there, but it is kind of hidden, which isn't really how I wanted it. Funny, it can show up on the back, but not on the front. But I'd have to flip the things around and that wouldn't look right. Oh, I just broke it off. Goes to show you. Don't pull on your beads before they're finished. Oh, I broke the chain. Oh no, I see. I separated it right here. Okay. So I'm just trying to pull all these little strings tight to see what I have in there. And I think if we get them tight enough, I think we can go ahead and put this on the outside. We may have to glue our ribbons down, which is very common for me to do anyway. Let's see, that's the bottom. Top would be up here. impossible to do it that way, Angela. You'll find it's much easier to work with bead tools in your hands as you do a lot of beading. If you do a lot of beading, you find your fingers are just fumbly. Okay. I think we want to pick a couple of them. Oh. There we go. That'll be better. This will probably work. Okay, now we've got this little piece hanging down, so we're going to take that and put another little bead on it. Right here. And then we're going to glue this yarny stuff into place so that this will remain on the front. So we have this one little thing hanging down right here. So we need an extra bead thing right there. So let's go, let's find a strong one. Oh, there's one. Yep, that's the one I want. All right, you crazy bead, come back here. Quit running away. Okay, so we have that. Let's put a different color up there that we haven't used yet. This is a darker green. And I think we'll put one of these on. And maybe we'll put a small orange one on. And let's see if we have another spacer. I don't see one out there. Another spacer. And let's go another, well, maybe we'll just stop there and do another gold one on the bottom. Whoa, these are slippery little guys. This thing just barely fits through that hole. Just fits. Well, these tools work much better now that the handle's fixed. I'm going to do that kind of twist. I need to do it this way. So I have just a little loop down there. Open. And put it on there. Okay. So there we are. Let's take a closer look. So you can kind of see it. Okay, so we come up here. And we have this extra little piece right here. And it just kind of goes down, and it's kind of hidden in there, but yet you can see it. And you'll notice it comes all the way to the base of the ribbon, which will bring it right down to the base of the book. And I do want to put some glue on these ribbons to hold them tight. Otherwise, the strength of this is just going to pull on them, and eventually it'll all pull out. We don't want that. We do not want that. So just pulling all those as tight as I can. And that gives us some wonderful little bead jewelry. And then I will show you how I'm going to hook this on and what I'm going to hook it on. Well, I was thinking about hooking it on this. You have to, if this is going to clip on the top of your book this way, then this is going to have to clip on it here so that it will still hang down naturally from that thing. So that's the plan, is to put it on here. From there to there. Let's see. Now I was thinking that I might run a wire through there from the outside here and put a nice tight bead on this side, but I don't know if that'll work either. So it's something I'm going to work with first, and then if I can figure out something that is wonderfully acceptable, I'll bring it back to you and show you how I did it. But I'll show you how I did it anyway, just so you know. So anyway, that is our spine jewelry. Let's get our book and see what it will look like on here. There we go. And I'm probably going to want to put it right here. Now, if I do decide to do a hole punch here, which I might, then I will use one of the Tim Holtz things, and I'll show you that I put a different, not a jump wire, but I don't know. I have to get it out and show you. If I do the hole punch, which I think I probably will. Yep, I probably will. Because we could do it right there, and it will still be out of the way. Or right here, there's this. But nothing says I can't punch through that. Or I could put it right up there. I think the best place might be right here. And then it's kind of just totally out of the way. Right there would be better though, wouldn't it? But then it hangs kind of like that. But if you were going to have it tied, you could actually tie that into there to tie it down as part of the decoration. I guess, let's see. Now, I could put it right there, which would be right in this part of the leaf. Right in this part of the leaf. Gotta back you out, sorry. Right here. And that would put it right out here. So it would end up being like this, right about here. Now, if it's clear over there, it can't really be tied into the thing, can it? I guess it could be. You could still tie it in. At least if it's tied in, the cat's not playing with it, right? Like this. Don't know. I gotta think about that one a little bit. Perhaps it needs to be an inside spine jewelry. No. That wouldn't work good either. I mean, you could always go back page with it. And it could be some spine jewelry here in the back. I mean, that's simple. You don't have to, there's just no worries then. Then it's tucked in and has a beautiful little place to stay safe. Kind of gives you something to play with back here. So we could do that. That would be an option. I kind of like that idea. Normally we put them on the spine, but I kind of like it as an inside decoration, kind of like a, it's kind of like, I wonder if it would get all wrapped up in this, so. It is kind of like the fabric flips. So it kind of gives you something to play with, and I love that idea. But I wonder. Squish, squish, squish. Nope, it didn't. I was trying to see if it would get itself all mixed up there. Okay, let me think about it, because now I have not decided. I don't want to put it on the back. It won't work there. But I do kind of like the idea of putting it right there. So, something to think about for a little bit. Okay, I am going to get this mess all cleaned up, get this book totally put together, and then I'll be back to you with the results. Oh, results, yay! You take the world's gifts. Maybe. You might be a gift for somebody, though. Woohoo! It is pretty. I love the crazy quiltness of it. I think that's beautiful. Anyway, I will talk to you later, and please forgive me for getting off camera so much. It's so hard to, you know, make it all work out. So it's a learning thing. Especially when you're beading, because when you're beading, you're like totally engrossed with the beading. And it's so small that you're pulling it up close and then you can't see. And if I go too far out and I'm still up close, you still can't see. So anyway, I don't bead very often, thank goodness, huh? Used to bead every day. Not anymore. Okay. Bye. See you later. So long. Farewell. It's kind of like being on the merry-go-round horses. And they're going around and around and around, and you're waving at your parents. Bye. Hi. Bye. Hi. Sorry. See you later. My mind is creative. I can't help it. Everything becomes I should have wrote books. What is wrong with me? I should have written books. Children's books. Oh well. I'm doing this. Bye.